Lights last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's play ball, ladies and gentlemen, as we settle in for game number 4 of the 6-game set between your Reading Fightin Phils and the Erie SeaWolves, the AA Detroit Tigers affiliate. Fightin Phils have dropped 6 games in a row, 3 to Somerset and now 3 to Erie, but they're looking to turn it around. In today's contest, they will send out the number 8 prospect, righty Griff McGarry. But first, the offense has got to get going here, and they will see the righty Marcus Solbach from the Tigers affiliate. He'll be throwing to Dylan Dingler back behind the plate. Dane Myers in left, Parker Meadows in center, and Dylan Rosa out in right. Andre Lipsius at the hot corner. Workman and Carpio, the middle and infielders, and Quincy Nepali, the first baseman. Johan Rojas leading us off. Simone Museotti batting second. Logan O'Hoppe in the 3 spot. He'll be back behind the plate tonight. And Jalen Ortiz cleaning things up. Wendell Rijo batting 5th. Aldrin Corridor back at first base after a night off, batting 6th. Vito Freisha, the designated hitter. AJ Graffinino in the 8 spot. And Jonathan Guzman rounding out the top 9. Fightin Phils did get 10 hits yesterday, but they left 6 runners on the base pass, only scoring 3 runs. Erie capitalized, hitting 4 homers for 8 runs on 11 hits. They did make an error in the field, but they had to dig into their bullpen a little bit, and the Fightin Phils only used 3 pitchers. Tyler McKay cleaning things up at the end of the game, 2 2/3, just 2 hits on the board, a walk and a strikeout for 40 offerings. Really, really solid for the reliever. And so the Fightin Phils will try to take an early lead as we get ready for game number 4 of the 6-game set. Game number 94 out of 138 on the season. I can't believe how deep we are into this summer. The first offering chopped by Rojas. Lipsius makes a play at third, over to first. He was playing in on it, and so he was able to get to the ball pretty quickly. And that is out number 1 on 1 pitch. Here is Simone Museotti. Yesterday, Museotti, his 2nd home run of this series, 3rd on the season. Again, to that deepest part of the ballpark in right center field. And the lefty will step in here against the righty Solbach. .438 ERA in 61 2/3 innings in AA. Solbach, 19 walks to 61 strikeouts. This is swatted into left field. There to make the play is Dane Myers. And with 3 pitches, Solbach has 2 outs on the board for Logan O'Hoppe. Solbach, 30 years old, was picked up by the Tigers in 2021 as a free agent. It's been lots of different places. Lots. Originally signed by the Twins in 2011. Also played in the Diamondbacks organization. Out with the Dodgers. Even playing over in the Australian Baseball League and the Cam-An League. As well as playing in the San Marino Baseball Club for Italy in the A1 League. O'Hoppe sends his foul up the third base line. Back behind the plate, Ray Valero is the crew chief. A fill-in umpire at third. is Lou Kammermeyer. And Evan Johnson shifting back to first. A 1-2 count here to Logan O'Hoppe with 2 quick outs. Infield, outfield, back deep to the righty batter. He takes a ball below the knees, and the count evens at 2. Manager Sean Williams down the third base line. First base coach Mike Jones awaiting. As O'Hoppe drills this foul, he'll keep his count.
That foul ball was brought to you by Bonnell's Auto Glass.
Solbach has made it as high as AAA. Even pitching in a couple games this season there for Toledo. O'Hoppe dribbles this back foul. And that was pitch number 7 of the at-bat. Solbach actually born in Germany. Here's a 2-2 to Logan. Holds off a called strike 3. He's rung up on the outside corner. And that will do it. The Fightins go down in order in the first. And they'll take the scoreless game into the bottom half. Griff McGarry coming out for the Fightin' Phils in just a moment.
The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Into the bottom of the first we go. The Fightin' Phils were sat down in order, so 0-0 here for Griff McGarry. Against the Erie SeaWolves, they'll have Andrew Navigato lead things off, with Daniel Cabrera having the night off today. He's been the leadoff batter the entire time this series, but Navigato will slide into the DH role here tonight. McGarry, an impressive start last week, 6 innings of shutout ball. He'll be throwing to Logan O'Hoppe back behind the plate. Museotti in left, Rojas in center, Ortiz over in right. It's A.J. Graffinino at the hot corner as a ball and another ball comes down and away, 2-0. Jonathan Guzman at short, Wendell Rijo over at second, and Aldrin Corridor back at first. And this clips Navigato, and he slams his bat down. That was a little aggressive. He went down and away, and then he comes inside. Obviously not on purpose here, and Logan is making sure that he is not going to say anything to Griff here as he goes down to first. Fine, he didn't throw his bat down because he was injured. Walks down to first, and they'll get a free pass to start with a runner on. Here's Andre Lipsius. McGarry waiting for the righty batter to step up. Griff, just 2 starts here in Double-A. Had a little bit of a blister issue in between that kept him out for a little bit. Runner going. O'Hoppe from the knees. It took him a beat to transfer it into his throwing hand. And so, although accurate late, Navigato steals second. And suddenly the SeaWolves have a runner in scoring position. McGarry very impressive in high A to start the season. 12 starts there, a 3.86 ERA. 24 walks to 82 strikeouts, and was promoted on July 2nd. This is inside, a ball and a strike here to Lipsius. He had a home run in the first inning yesterday. McGarry looks back at second, now will come home inside. 2 balls and a strike. Griff played at the University of Virginia 4 years there, and then was selected in the 5th round in 2021 by the Phillies, and now is the number 8 prospect in their pipeline list. Runner on second. Here's the 2-1. Inside again. 3-1. And all 2,000 people in the stands are chirping a little bit. Not great crowds here in Erie. Stadium only holds 6,000, and they haven't quite come close to filling that up, but it's the weekend, so I guess we'll see. This hits the outside corner. Lipsius thought it was a little high, but instead the count is now full. Fightin Phils in their road gray jerseys today, the alternate road cap, navy and red, with the white vintage cursive R on the front. Here's the payoff pitch from Griff. This misses inside. Ball 4. That's back-to-back free passes, puts 2 runners on here with nobody out for Parker Meadows. Erie SeaWolves dressing in their Copa jerseys today. Piñatas they go as. It's a black top with lime green stripes that go from the left sleeve through behind the neck all the way down to the right sleeve. And then lime green lettering on the back. Home white pants and the matching black and neon green brim. Why did they go as the piñatas? Because their owner loved piñatas. Here's the 1-0. Hit to the knees, 1-1. McGarry 81 on that off-speed pitch there. 2 on, nobody out here for the Erie SeaWolves. The 1-1 pitch fouled back, 1-2. Griff looking to find the strike zone here. Navigato on second, Lipsius on first. Checks his swing. Does he go around? He does not. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I will say this. The weather in Erie has been nothing short of perfect. 76 degrees out today. Clear skies. 11 miles an hour wind right to left, but nothing too strong. The 2-2. Breaking ball misses inside. And now the count is full, and McGarry in danger of walking. The bases loaded. Just trying to put on an out on the board here as he leans over, glove at the chest, his right hand dangling. Now he finds his grip in the glove on the first base side of the rubber. Runner's going and misses inside, and it's ball 4. And so a hit by a pitch and back-to-back walks will load the bases for the SeaWolves to start off this first inning, and that is going to prompt a visit from the pitching coach, Matt Hockenberry. Quincy Nepali, the cleanup hitter, and a former Philadelphia Philly, drafted in the 26th round back in 2017. Played in the Phillies system up through Clearwater. And then he was released back in 2019. Last year played in the High Point Rockers, which is an independent ball team. then was signed as a free agent by the Detroit Tigers on March 30th of 2020. Not a big fastball guy, but he could drill a changeup. And this is going to be a big batter for Griff McGarry with the bases loaded and nobody out. Nepali has been pretty solid this series. Yesterday's contest went 0 for 4, but day before had a base hit and a big double in Tuesday's game. Here's the 1-0. Clips his bat off the kind of the end where he's holding it, and it goes 1-1. You could hear that come off the wood and go back into the net behind the plate. Navigato on third, Lipsius on second, Parker Meadows on first. Nobody out here for the Erie SeaWolves in the bottom of the first. Still no score, though, and nobody's got a hit. Here's the 1-1. This bounces in front of the plate. Ohapi does his best to keep it in front of him, and it's 2 balls and a strike. McGarry settles his back in on the first base side of the rubber. Pitching out of the stretch here with the bases loaded, a hit by pitch and back-to-back walks. And this hits the strike zone, 2-2, 92 mile an hour with the fastball here for McGarry. Tops out 98, 99, also the curveball, slider, and change. Baseball America said he had the best changeup in the Phillies minor league system after last year. Time is called by the batter Nepali. It's granted. He's got a 2-2 count with the bases loaded. Glove at the waist for McGarry. Here's a 2-2. Drilled into right field. Racing in. Ortiz makes the basket catch. Play at the plate on the sacrifice fly. The tag by Logan. He's safe. Really good throw by Jalen Ortiz. But a sacrifice fly by Nepali scores the first run of the game for the Erie SeaWolves. Only Navigato advances, though. Lipsius stays on second, Meadows on first. Now there's one out here for Dane Myers. And sometimes you just need the first out to settle in. So we'll see what McGarry could do here if he stays calm. With 2 on and 1 out here, Dane Myers. Dane, one of the 4 home runs for Erie in yesterday's game. Lipsius, Myers, Dingler, and Michael De La Cruz, who's not in the lineup today. Pitch outside, ball 1. McGarry gets up to 96 with that fastball. 1-1 here, the count. Trying to get out of the inning without too much damage coming across. Big swing and a miss as he goes off speed. That changeup hitting perfectly. A ball and 2 strikes now. Two on, 1 out for Erie. They lead 1-0. McGarry deals the breaking ball down and away. Myers chases, and there is out number 2 on the board. A hit by pitch put Navigato on first. Back-to-back walks to Lipsius, and Meadows loaded the bases. A sacrifice fly by Quincy Nepali put on the first run by Erie. But with Myers' strikeout now, there is 2 out. And 2 on here for the catcher, Dylan Dingler. Righty crowds the plate here. Number 2 prospect for the Tigers takes a ball upstairs. Chases that changeup. A ball and a strike. Not a cloud in the sky here. The shadows will come from left to right across the field with that big minor league hockey facility out beyond the left field wall. So Museotti in the shade and home plate about to be, but everybody else is standing in the sun right now. Here's a 1-1. Checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. 2-1. Some sort of Halloween night at the ballpark, or Pirates night. I can't quite figure out the theme. They've got webs and spiders. The bat goes flying out of the hands of Dingler into the stands. A stadium worker manages to put a hand on it. They're going to bring this back down to the field. And again, I say, that's why you have netting. That's the second time Erie has thrown their bat into the stands while we've been here. And they'll get his bat back to him. He'll add some pine tar. And he'll go up with a 2-2 count. Did get a piece of the ball as well that went back foul. And somebody got hit with the bat, which is really unfortunate. And we will say a prayer up here. Dylan Dingler up with 2 on and 2 out here. Runner thinks about going, and he does, but it's fouled back. Lipsius kind of hesitated, was caught in the middle. McGarry was already throwing the pitch and couldn't throw it over. That would have been a balk. And Dingler fouls it back. Pitch number 30 here for Griff McGarry, trying to get out of the first inning. He threw 65 offerings in 6 innings last outing. Here's the 2-2. Oh, doesn't get the call on the outside corner. And now the count is full. Last summer, Griff pitched in just 8 games. He was drafted last summer, and the draft we know happened about a week and a half ago. 24 1/3 innings, 2.96 ERA, very solid. 2 outs, here's the payoff pitch, a called strike 3. Dingler is caught looking, and after walking the bases loaded, McGarry gets out 3 straight. A sacrifice fly does score the first run of the game, but certainly could have been much, much worse for the Fightin' Phils. Erie leads 1-0 to the second we go here at UPMC Park.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Griff McGarry got out of a serious jam in the first, allowing just 1 run across. And so the Fightin' Phils are going to try to get it back in the top of the second. Jalen Ortiz, Wendell Rijo, and Aldrim Corridor due up. Still no hits on either side in this game. It was a hit by a pitch and 2 walks that loaded the bases for Griff, but back-to-back strikeouts got him out of the inning as Jalen takes 2 consecutive balls. Ortiz just having a bang-up second half. In the past 13 games he's played in the month of July, which let me get my game notes because that's where I wrote this down. In the past 13 games, he has had 9 multi-hit contests. Very impressive. And in the month of July, he's reached base all but 3 times. This is shot down the left field line. Way back it goes. Bouncing off the wall, Ortiz diving into second underneath the tag. And a leadoff double for the Fightin' Phils. That's how you bounce back after the first inning. Shot all the way out of that wall. 37 feet high. Down from left to left center. You've got to hit it above that yellow line. That's 37 feet up off the ground. Otherwise, it's still in play. Here's Wendell Rijo with the runner in scoring position and nobody out. Righty Marcus Solbach needed just 11 pitches to get out of the first. This is a bunt down the first base line. Deporte is going to pick it up and make the play unassisted, but Jalen Ortiz gets himself 90 feet from home plate, and the Fightin' Phils are looking to tie this up. Here is Aldrum Corridor. And I would not be surprised if he tries to lay down a bunt here as well. Infield in, Solbach looking over. Corridor bounces is past the glove of the second baseman Carpio, and in to score is Jalen Ortiz. And just like that, we're tied back up at 1. Like we said, the risk that you take to play in like that. Opportunity better at the plate, but can't get to a sharply struck ground ball. Just don't have enough time to move. And Corridor, a base hit. And driving in Jalen Ortiz. We're tied at 1 apiece. Here is Vito Friescha with a runner on first and 1 away. Top of the second, Reading 1 run on 2 hits. Erie 1 run on no hits. Corridor on first as Vito Friescha sends this back foul 2-1. A pair of base knocks in the game yesterday for Vito, who played out at first and looked nice out there. Just his 4th game in the infield this season. Vito, another one foul out into the street down the right field line. Friescha wiggling the bat on his right shoulder. Gets a piece of it to stay alive, 2-2. Phillies playing out of Pittsburgh. That's where our fan road trip headed after supporting us here in Erie yesterday. PNC Park today. Phillies taking a big 8-7 win over the Pirates last night. Here's a 2-2. Friescha drives this down to center field. Meadows back, track, wall overhead, and it bounces off the wall. They'll give him a ground rule double here as he trots into second base. Corridor sliding to third. And the Fightin' Phils have something brewing quickly in the top of the second. Deepest part of the park for Vito Friescha. Dead to center. Took that. And it's a It's an odd mix between shade and sun back there, so certainly difficult play for Meadows, and it bounced over the wall. Freisha out at second. The infield's going to come in again here for A.J. Graffinino. And he drives this into right. Rosa is going to let it bounce in front of him. Corridor coming home. And the Fightin' Phils take a 2-1 lead. Just one out here for the Erie SeaWolves. And now they're going to see a visit from their pitching coach, Dan Rickabach, because the Fightin' Phils only have one out. Runners on the corners here for Jonathan Guzman. That is their 4th hit of this frame, and they lead 2-1. Nice to see the Phils connecting with the bat here and it dropping in. They do get a lot of card contact consistently, but it doesn't always drop in for the Fightin' Phils, and now it's nice really to see that happen. Here's Jonathan Guzman with runners on the corners. And just one out. I'm going to look to see if Graffinino tries to take second. Getting some information from first base coach Mike Jones. Shuffles off the bag at second, especially with the runner on third. We'll see if Dingler would throw down to second anyways. Guzman fouls this up the left side into the stands for strike one. Jalen Ortiz started off this inning with a double. Aldrum Corridor's single sent him home. Vito Freisha ground rule double put runners on second and third, and A.J. Graffinino brought in the second run of the game. The Phils lead by 1. Runners on the corners, 1 out, top 2. Guzzi takes a ball down and away. Good hold. And now another meeting at the mound. We're going to see the trainer this time, as Marcus Solbach calls out Chris Vick to the mound. The entire infield coming in. He's holding on to his catcher here. And there's the manager, Gabe Alvarez. I don't know what happened, but it does not look like he's feeling super hot right now. We'll check in around the farm system here. The Phillies, as I said, just beginning their game against the Pirates. They have Bailey Falter out on the rubber, making a spot start. Lehigh Valley just beginning their game at Durham, scoreless, bottom 2. And it looks like the trainer is going to be taking Marcus Solbach back to the clubhouse here, walking with him out to center field, which is where the clubhouse is. Manager Gabe Alvarez is going to come chat with the pitching coach here. They're going to have to replace their starter in the top of the second inning, which is really tough after hefty use of the bullpen the past 2 games. We're going to take a break and allow the reliever to warm up. It's going to be quite a while since he didn't know he was going to have to come in. And we'll be back. The Fightin' Phils leading 2-1 here in the top of the second. Runners on the corners and just 1 out. Erie starter Marcus Solbach leaves with an apparent injury in the top of the second. Line not closed, responsible for Vito Fresia on third and AJ Graffinino on first. With just one out, Brendan White will take over here in the top of the second. They'll allow him some extra warm-up pitches since he had no idea he was about to come in. And he'll see Jonathan Guzman with 2 on and an out. The Fightin' Phils now lead 2-1 over the Erie SeaWolves. They started this inning off with a double by Jalen Ortiz. Aldrin Corridor brought him in. Vito Freesia's ground rule double put runners on second and third. And then AJ Graffinino swatted home Aldrin Corridor to take the lead until the Phils have 2 on and just 1 out here for Guzman. Jersey Shore playing a doubleheader today of sorts, finishing up a game that was suspended due to rain yesterday. So they win the first one 2-0, and now they begin the second contest against the Wilmington Blue Rocks, which is the national single-A affiliate. They are up 1-0. Carlos De La Cruz was hit by a pitch to bring in Fraylin Mignetti, and Jersey Shore throwing Mick Abel today. So we'll keep an eye on how Abel is doing. And Clearwater just beginning their contest in the bottom of the second. They are down 4-0 to Dunedin. Already seen White in this series once before. Back on Tuesday, an inning of work. Did allow a run in the 10th, but it wasn't an earned run since it was, of course, that placed runner. Hit a batter, somebody reached on a error, and that's allowed what allowed the runners to score. He did strike out a batter, and he only had 15 pitches here, so we'll see how long they give him. This is not the spot that they would typically use him in, clearly, since they brought him in the end of a game before, but sometimes you just need some guys to eat some innings, and this is going to be White against Jonathan Guzman. Fresia on third, Graffinino on first. Fightin' Phil's trying to put some distance between them and the Erie SeaWolves, up 2-1 as Guzzi takes a swinging strike on an off-speed pitch. Runners take their leads. Corner infielders in, middle infielders back deep. Chopped off the bat to first. They're going to try to turn 2 here at the plate, and Fresia's caught. So they'll get the leading runner in Vito. Everybody else is safe on the base pass. That ended up going 3-2-5, and then the third baseman put the tag on him. It would have been an out either way, just whether it was the out at first or the out at third. And so they get Fresia. Safe at first on a fielder's choice is Jonathan Guzman. 2 on and now 2 outs as we go back to the top of the order here for Johan Rojas. Rojas grounded to third his first time up. The plate is now in the shade. Left field and center field is in the shade. A little bit of shortstop. Everybody else is in the sun. It's kind of awkward. This is sent foul. Onto the roof. Strike 1. Fightin' Phil's lead 2-1 here. White looks back at second. Now he kicks and fires in the dirt. A ball and a strike. Obviously a guy that's pretty strong under pressure. Usually comes in late and close in the game. Way off the base passer, the runner. Dingler thinks about throwing home, but the ball never leaves his hand, and so the runners stay put on their bases. Here with 2 outs, I mean, they're going to be going on contact as Rojas's count moves to 2-1. This is sent down the third base line foul. Manager Sean Williams fields and throws it into the stands. Graffinino, Guzman take good leads here. White comes home, Rojas up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman onto first, and he can't run it out. And that will do it. The Fightin' Phils do get 2 runs, and they take the lead over the Erie SeaWolves on 4 hits. And now we'll go into the bottom of the second. Griff McGarry had quite a bit of time to wait, and we'll see if he has settled in here a little bit in just a minute.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Fightin' Phils retake the lead from the Erie SeaWolves, scoring 2 runs on 4 hits in the second. And they lead by 1 here for the bottom half. Griff McGarry gets that rosin bag all over his right throwing hand as he takes a minute to collect himself. He will see Dylan Rosa, Gage Workman, and Louise Carpio, the 7 through 9 batters. To start off this game, he had a hit by pitch and back-to-back walks, and he got out of the inning with just 1 run of damage, a sacrifice fly from Quincy Nepali, which was honestly really impressive, using back-to-back strikeouts to get out of the frame. That's composure. That's maturity. That's staying mentally tough. And so we'll see what he brings to the second inning now with a 1-run lead. A ball and a strike here to the righty, Rosa. Takes a pitch outside, 1-1. Rosa just being added to the Erie roster yesterday, coming off the injured list for the SeaWolves, batting .222 on the season. Ground ball up the middle. 2 hops into the glove of Rijo onto first, and there is out number 1. Rosa was placed on the injured list back on June 15th. Also has spent time in AAA this season, playing in a combined 34 games before his injury, 19 in Erie and 15 in Toledo. He'll be in as the right fielder today. Here's Gage Workman. He takes a first pitch strike, batting from the left side. Not too big of a shift here, as he takes a hefty strike number 2 on that 95-mile-an-hour fastball. McGarry looking for a quick frame after needing over 30 pitches to get out of the first. Here's the 0-2, fouled back. We'll go again. McGarry getting the sign from his catcher. Steps off. Flag out in center field is now hanging down by the pole, kind of gusting about 10 miles an hour or so. This is chipped off the bat foul. 0-2 still. Workman, a top prospect after being drafted in the 4th round in 2020, just his second professional season, and he's only 22 here in Double-A, which is certainly on the younger side. McGarry finds his grip in his glove at the waist. Here's the 0-2 outside. A ball and 2 strikes. A 6:35 game today in Erie after 6 o'clock starts. They're hosting fireworks tonight, so they want to make sure it's dark enough. The sun not setting for at least another hour or so, as Workman takes a ball 2-2. McGarry got a quick out to start this frame, and now he'll get 2 as Workman chases a pitch down and away. Here's Louise Carpio. Strikeout number 3 for Griff McGarry. Back when he was with High A Jersey Shore, had a career-high 13 strikeouts on June 22nd. That's crazy. First pitch to Carpio. Hits the corner. 0-1. Carpio's batting in this number 9 spot this series, but he's been playing pretty well. I mean, yesterday, a double and a pair of walks. The day before, 2 hits and a walk as he takes a strike on the off-speed pitch. He's down 0-2. McGarry deals. Thought it would hit. Doesn't get the call from Ray Valero, and he'll have to go again with a 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2. Fly ball out to center. Rojas coming over, and he makes the catch, and that will do it. Griff McGarry settles in nicely, a 1-2-3 frame to get out of the second inning. He keeps the Fightin' Phils up by 1, and it's their turn to bat. Top of the third coming up in just 1 moment.
When the Ready Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klingers on Corsonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Griff McGarry sits down the side in order to get out of the bottom of the second quickly, and now his team is back up to bat. Simone Museotti, Logan O'Hoppe, and Jalen Ortiz as the Fightin' Phils lead 2 runs on 4 hits. The Erie SeaWolves 1 run on no hits. Musi flew out to left his first time up. He takes the first pitch ball inside. First time he's seeing White, rips this down the third baseline foul. Starter Marcus Solbach left with an injury in the second. giving up 2 runs on 4 hits, no walk, 1 strikeout, just out there for 25 offerings. They brought in White to get the final 2 outs, and now they'll see him here for the top of the 3rd as Museotti takes a called strike 1 and 2. Tied up on the inside, a little blooper into shallow right, and it's going to drop in. Perfectly placed by Simone Museotti. In front of Rosa Carpio, give him credit. Raced back for it, but he just couldn't get to it in time, and the Fightin' Phils will start it off with a base runner here. And nobody out for Logan O'Hoppe. Hits on the inside corner for strike 1. Logan caught looking his first time up. Musi going. Pitch inside. Throw down from Dingler way off line. Thought that Carpio had the tag. They're saying he got it on the run. Arguing with Lou Kammermeyer, the fill-in umpire today, and not going to give him the call. Not going to change his mind. Gabe Alvarez comes out to argue. But he said Museotti slid under. And now Simone is out on second with his 4th stolen base of the season. And he's got himself in scoring position here as Gabe Alvarez trots back into the dugout. The umpires reset where the base runners are. O'Hoppe deep in the hole at short. Across the diamond goes Workman. The throw is on target. And there's out number 1 here in the 3rd. Museotti stays put on second. And Jalen Ortiz coming up to bat. Jalen, a big double to start off the run scoring in the 2nd for the Fightin' Phils. He'll have a runner in scoring position here. Looking for perhaps another multi-hit contest. Jalen ahead of the pitch. 0-1. Inside, a ball and a strike. Ortiz sends this into center field, and it drops in. Musi being waved home. He'll score without a throw, and an RBI single from Jalen Ortiz makes it 3-1 Reading. Perfectly placed up the middle. Nobody could get a glove on it. Again, Carpio racing back, but just not there in time. And here's Wendell Reha with a runner on first and 1 away. Wendell pokes this foul for strike 1. He grounded out to first his first time up. But a chance to keep the line moving here in the top of the 3rd. Reading making huge strides in today's contest, being able to hit with runners in scoring position. They were getting the hits and the base runners before, just not the timeliness. And today it's coming up very well as Riho takes a swinging strike, 0-2. This is sent sharply foul. He'll keep his count. Jalen going. Dingler loses the ball on the transfer from his glove to his throwing hand. Not only does that break up the double play, but that stolen base puts Jalen Ortiz in scoring position here. And Wendell Riho moves the count 1-2. This is lined right into the glove of the shortstop Workman. And Jalen, not too far off the bag, was able to get back in time. Again, good piece of contact there by Wendell, but exactly where the shortstop was standing. And now there's 2 away here for Aldrum Corridor. Aldrum takes a swinging strike. He had an RBI single his last time up. A chance for some deja vu perhaps here in the top of the third. White with 23 offerings here from the left side to Corridor. The righty kicks and fires. Aldrum smokes this foul off the sweet section. Fan makes a good catch. Go home with a souvenir. And there's strike 2 to Aldrum Corridor. Jalen Ortiz out at second base. The Fightin' Phils lead 3 runs on 6 hits. 1 run on no hits for the Erie SeaWolves. Just the top of the third. Here's the 0-2. Aldrum another foul ball back. We'll go again. Two outs on the board here. Top of the third. White comes set, glove at the chest. Here's the 0-2, up and away. And the count will move in 1-2. Museotti started this off with a single, stole a bag to get himself into scoring position. Jalen's RBI line drive brought him home. Then he stole second. Here's a 1-2 with 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. Workman backhands across to first, and that will do it. But the Phils pick up another run here. They lead 3-1 over the Erie SeaWolves. And on to the bottom of the third we go with Griff McGarry.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Bottom 3 here in Erie, Pennsylvania. The Fightin' Phils tacked on another one off the bat of Jalen Ortiz. His 10th multi-hit game in 14 days. If he isn't the Phillies hitter of the month for July, I don't know who will be. So into the bottom of the third, Griff McGarry with 46 pitches under his belt. We'll see the top of the lineup that gave him issues the first time up, but obviously looked really good in the second. And we'll see if he settled in as he gets a first pitch strike to Andrew Navigato. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Back-to-back walks to the next two batters, Lipsius and Meadows. And Griff says he loves going through the lineup multiple times, loves being able to make in-game changes and work on the fly, as the 1-1 to Navigato is taken for a swinging strike, 1-2. And clearly he has made some good adjustments. Offering in the dirt, 2-2. Such an awkward amount of sun and shade on the field. Sunglasses out there from Aldrum Corridor. Jalen Ortiz using his glove to block the sun as Navigato gets a piece of it. 2-2. Really late swing by Navigato, and he just gets a piece of it on the skinny part of the bat, and he'll keep his count. Certainly working the pitch count of Griff McGarry, who has gone into triple digits this season. One of just a very few number of minor leaguers who have gone to triple digits. Did that back in Jersey Shore. Here's the 2-2. Way outside, a full count. Payoff pitch. Doesn't get the called strike that Ohapi's trying to frame, and it's a leadoff walk here to Andrew Navigato to start off the third. Here's Andre Lipsius, who has walked his last time up. Keeps his hands on his bat at his chest, and then as he comes set, takes the ball inside. This hits the strike zone on the off-speed pitch, 1-1. McGarry has a big shining niche of sun on him as he hits the inside corner this time, 1-2. Erie crowd not happy with the home plate umpire Ray Valero today. Runner on first, nobody out. A called strike 3. Lipsius caught looking here, and there's out number 1 in the bottom of the third inning. Strikeout number 4 here for Griff McGarry. Mixing in a whole bunch of pitches there in that long at-bat. And here's Parker Meadows. Still have Navigato on first, but now one pitch could end the inning here. Big swinging strike on the 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Nice to see he's still got that high velocity here late into the 50s. Offering Weiss. Taking a lead, Navigato checking his swing. Not going around is Meadows 2-1. Parker's been tearing it up this series. Hitting every game so far. Righty on lefty matchup here. McGarry glove at the waist, comes home. Slider misses 3-1. This is inside, runner going. It's ball 4, so it doesn't matter. And another 2 walks in this inning by Griff McGarry. Put 2 on and 1 out here for Quincy Nepali. Now, he scored the only run of the game for Erie last time with the bases loaded. He had a sacrifice fly. There's still a chance for McGarry to get out of this inning clean. No damage has been done yet, and the Fightin' Phils have given him some run support today. They are up 3-1, and he has actually not allowed a hit yet. Just 4 walks and a hit by pitch. Nepali steps way back into that righty batter's box. McGarry steps off. This hits the outside corner, a first pitch strike to Nepali. Comes set at the waist. That's the outside corner. A late strike call from Ray Valero makes it 0-2. McGarry working very slowly here, but has not violated the pitch clock yet. Here's the 0-2. Chopped slowly to short. Guzzi bobbles it on the run. They make the play at first. What an effort by Jonathan Guzman as it pops out of his glove, back into his glove, and he stays composed to get the runner at first for out number 2. They wouldn't have been able to turn 2. There's just no way. It was slow on the infield grass. The most he could do with that was an out at first, and that's exactly what he got. As Navigato shifts to third, Parker Meadows to second. There's 2 on, but there's 2 out here for Dane Myers. First pitch, a called strike on the outside corner is Myers. A swinging strikeout back in the first. A 1 chopped deep in the hole at third. It is foul. Good, emphatic call by Ray Valero, because the third base umpire, Kammemeyer, is basically by second with the way that the runners are. This is the tough part about having just a 3-man crew, is that when there's runners on, they have to stand different spots, and so makes it a little bit tough sometimes, but need emphatic crews and loud, communicative choices, right or wrong. At least, say it loud and be with it. Here's the 0-2, up and away. Ball and 2 strikes. Navigato on third, Parker Meadows on second. The right side of the infield is back, almost at that grass edge. Now Graffinino backing up as well. Here's the 1-2, a foul to back by McGarry. McGarry is in the only piece of sun on the field. It stretches from exactly at third base across the mound and exactly at first. It's just cutting in between where the grandstand is and where that minor league hockey stadium is. And it's just shooting across. And then just a little piece of right field as well. 2 runners on, 2 outs here. Erie trails by 2. And here's the 1-2 to Dane Myers. High heat. Griff McGarry gets Myers to chase upstairs for strike 3, and that will do it. To end the third, he strands 2 runners on and gets out of the inning cleanly. The R Phils lead 3-1. Top of the 4th coming up in just a moment.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R Phils fans, see an R Phils road game, meet with an R Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R Phils at Erie, meet with an R Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Griff McGarry walks 2, but he also picks up 2 strikeouts, including 1 to end the inning. And he gets out of the third clean, stranding 2 runners on. So the Fightin' Phils keep their 3-1 lead to the top of the 4th inning. Vito Freesia due up. They keep Brendan White out there. 27 pitches here for the reliever after their starter came out way earlier than they wanted with an injury of some sort. Freesia takes the first pitch ball. Solid ground rule double out to the deepest part of the park his first time up. And as the designated hitter today. There's a ball outside, 2-1. That misses inside. Dingler tries to frame it, but he doesn't get the call he's looking for. 3-1. And that hits the corner. The count is full. Stepping back, White, the payoff pitch. The first baseman, Neaporti, backhanded, underhand toss, and a step in front of Vito. The covering pitcher gets his foot on the bag first. Great hustle down the line by V, but it's just not in time. Put that in your book, 3-1. Here's A.J. Graffadino. RBI single in the second. Fightin' Phils lead 3-1 over the Erie SeaWolves. Graff steps in on the left side. He takes the ball. Available on the bench tonight for the Fightins, Jack Conley, Sal Gazzo, and Kevin Vicuña. This is deep in the hole at short. Back behind second, Workman sends an errant throw to first, which causes Naporti to have to jump up and snag it out of the sky, which he does. But A.J. Graffinino gets his foot on the bag before he comes down. And the Fightin' Phils will have a base runner. Still that sun peeking from third to the mound to first. Really bothersome, it looks like. And they do give Erie an error for that, who's made an error in every single game so far this series. Jonathan Guzman takes a swinging strike on that 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Graffinino is taking a big lead at first. Wiggling his left foot, shuffles off. Guzzi a late swing, down 0-2. Chopped off the bat. This time Workman has to come in, bouncing it to first. A good pick in the dirt by Naporti for out number 2. Nino does shift to second. So the Fightin' Phils have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs here for the top of the order in Johan Rojas. And here is Gabe Alvarez. I think that's enough out of the starter White, the reliever White. 38 pitches here coming in out of the bullpen. Hasn't pointed out there yet. You have to point to signify, and he hasn't done that yet. So this is just a meeting on the mound with the manager, which we've seen Sean Williams do. The entire infield coming in as well. They've got Graffinino out on second, and Johan Rojas is up, who's 0 for 2 today. Had a ground ball to third and a ground ball to second. They are doing a little quick last-minute prep, watching some film, I suppose, on the iPad down in the dugout. Yes, there is an iPad down in the dugout. And finally, they point to the bullpen here. So Alvarez is going to make a pitching change with a runner on and 2 outs. And we're going to let him warm up here as we take a quick break. Fightin' Phils up 3-2.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
This is sharply struck right into the glove of the third baseman, Lipsius. Has to send it over to Porti, and the reliever, Nick Kuja, gets Johan Rojas out on one pitch. So that ends the inning. The Fightin' Phils do strand a runner on the base pass. They lead 3-1 in the bottom of the fourth. We'll be back with Griff McGarry for another inning of work.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Bender coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Fightin' Phils lead 3-1 here as we head into the bottom of the fourth inning at UPMC Park. Griff McGarry, 71 offerings here, trying to get through the bottom of the fourth. Dylan Dingler, Dylan Rosa, spelled very differently, and Gage Workman all due up here in this frame. Dingler takes the first pitch ball, struck out looking his last time up. McGarry has allowed 4 walks and a hit by pitch. A sacrifice fly from Quincy Nepali scored their only run of the game so far. This hits the outside part of the plate, 2-1. Fightin' Phils put on 2 in the second. RBIs from Corridor and Graffinino. And Jalen Ortiz's single sent home Simone Museotti in the third to make it 3-1. Dingler bumps the fastball back foul. 2-2. Some light stretching going on in the bullpen for the Fightins. Nobody throwing from the rubber just yet. And finally, shadows across the entire field here. Lights have come on at the park. And an off-speed pitch gets Dingler to go down swinging. There's out number 1 to start off the fourth. Strikeout number 6 for Griff McGarry. Here's Dylan Rosa. Dylan Dingler spells it D-I-L-L-O-N. Dylan Rosa spells it D-Y-L-A-N. Rosa grounded out to second his first time up. Takes strike 1. Up and away goes McGarry, 1-1, looking for a efficient inning here, pitch count wise. Like I said before, he's gotten deep. But with younger guys, you never know how long they're going to let them out there. This hits the outside corner, 1-2. McGarry kicks and fires home. And a swinging strikeout for Dylan Rosa. There's 2. Back-to-back Ks, actually 3 in a row if you track back to the third for Griff McGarry. There's 7 strikeouts here. And 2 away quickly in the bottom of the fourth here for Gage Workman. Workman steps in on the left side. McGarry struck him out the first time up. And he's hit by a pitch on the back foot slider. Second hit batter of the game. Logan's arguing with him that it didn't hit him. Manager Sean Williams is going to come out as well here. You know what? I thought these were their Copa jerseys. This is a Halloween jersey because they've got this lady selling one right in front of me in the stands. This is the most minor league thing I've ever seen as Sean is still out there arguing. It looks exactly like their Pinata jersey. I had the picture up here the entire time. That's why I was reading the stuff. It's like the same jersey. But instead, Erie across the front is made out of like a melting candle and like a pumpkin now that I'm looking at it close. That is too funny. Sean arguing that he was in the box and didn't get hit because he didn't even try to move. It was on the back foot, if anything. And Ray Valero, not a fan favorite on either side, I would have to say. Sean being not too aggressive here as he heads back to the dugout with his point across, but no change made by Valero. A runner on first here is Louise Carpio with 2 away. Wow, that is too funny. So they are dressed as the Halloween SeaWolves, I guess. Workman shuffles off the bag at first. McGarry flips over there. Corridor puts the tag not in time. A ball gets out of the bullpen. Ortiz quickly sends it back. That's happens sometimes when the bullpens are out on the field, which they are here down the right and left field lines. There's a little cutout for them, so it's not too bad, but they still are, on the field. Now he comes home inside, 1-0. This is fouled back by Carpio, 1-1. We've got some good theme jerseys coming up. We've got Star Wars Night. Those jerseys are sweet. Stranger Things. That one's cool, too. Here's the 1-1. This is a fly ball out to shallow left. Guzman coming back. He'll make the catch, and that will do it. The side is retired for the Erie SeaWolves. A hit by pitch puts a base runner on, but he is stranded there. At the end of the fourth, the Fightin' Phils lead 3-1.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Reading leads Erie 3-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. And now I had to look up what this promotion was here for the SeaWolves. It is Howl, H-O-W-L, a weekend. Howl a weekend. In July, the team wearing special Erie, spelled E-E-R-I-E. Get it? Instead of Erie. Jerseys with the Frankenwolf hat. So then I'm like, what is Frankenwolf? Here is Simone Museotti from the left side. The reliever, Nick Kuja, who came in to get the final out of the 4th, will take on this frame. Ball and a strike here to Museotti. Frankenwolf is actually a hybrid monster of the Wolfman and Frankenstein's monster. Learn something new every day. And so it's like a little Frankenstein that's like a wolf head on the cap. Really interesting. But I get it. Erie. I think that's funny. That'll work. Here's the 2-1. Museotti leans over and smacks it foul. 2-2. Simone, a single, a stolen base, and a run scored back in the 3rd. He is 1 for 2 today. The Fightin' Phils lead 3 runs on 6 hits. Erie 1 run on no hits. And it looks like they are going to let Griff get after it in the 5th. Nobody up in the bullpen. Full count here to Simone as the ball comes outside. Sun beginning to set here in Erie. I think we're going to have a nice sunset. The payoff pitch, ball 4. And that will be a leading runner here on to start the 5th. Here's Logan O'Hoppe. 0 for 2 in the contest today. Logan takes a called strike. Phillies down 1-0 to the Pirates. They're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bailey Falter getting that spot start. I feel like he's got to almost be out of options at this point. 0-2 to Logan. Lehigh Valley and Durham tied at 1 apiece. Mickey Moniak, his 5th home run of the season into the right field stands, but they were on a rain delay. I think they're back up now in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the 0-2 to Logan. Deep in the hole left side. The third baseman picks it up, and they turn a double play, going 5-4-3, and that erases the runners on the base pass. There's 2 away. Jersey Shore won game number 1 of the supposed doubleheader with a suspended game yesterday. They took that 2-0. Now they're leading 2-0 in game number 2. Mick Abel, 4 innings of work, just 2 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts on 56 offerings. So he is cruising for Jersey. As Jalen Ortiz takes a swinging strike. Clearwater down by 3 in the top of the 6th inning against Dunedin. Kendall Simmons a triple, and Leandro Pineda a triple. Those are fun. This is below the knees, 1-1. Fightin' Phils 5 games back here in the northeast side of the Eastern League here in the second half of the playoff standings. They sit behind Hartford and Portland as Ortiz rolls over on this foul. Fightin' Phils lead 3-1 here in the top of the 5th in Erie, Pennsylvania. Ortiz hit by a pitch in the hand. Oh, man. Walking gingerly down to first. Doesn't call out the trainer from the dugout. And here is Wendell Riho with a runner on and 2 away. And luckily, Jalen seems okay. He's certainly in a little bit of pain there. Maybe grazed him more in the forearm. They're going to give him a second. Naporti patting him on the back there, former teammate. And maybe more in the forearm section, able to kind of shake it off there, giving him a little extra time. And now we're ready to go here with Wendell Rio and a runner on. Ortiz push into second, runs right into the tag. Caught stealing will end the inning. And the Fightin' Phils get 2 free passes, but they can't come up with anything. They'll keep their 3-1 lead into the bottom of the 5th. And they are going to turn this to the bullpen here, as Griff McGarry exits after 4 innings of work.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phils game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Griff McGarry exits after 4 innings of work, no hits, 1 run. It was earned on a sacrifice fly, 4 walks, and 7 strikeouts on 84 offerings. And Trevor Betancourt is going to take over with the top of the order due up. Andrew Navigato, Andre Lipsius, and Parker Meadows. The Fightin' Phils lead the Erie SeaWolves 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A lot of free passes being issued on either side today. Betancourt, a long reliever, can certainly eat up a couple innings here for the Fightin' Phils if all goes well. Joined us after almost 2 years on the injured list, coming back from Tommy John surgery. July 12th, so it's been just over 2 weeks. A high pop-up out to center field. Rojas on the run. He'll make the catch. There's out number 1. Betancourt, super nice guy, super friendly, super funny, rocks a sweet mustache. And it's been solid for the Fightin' Phils out of the bullpen. 2 back-to-back clean appearances. Last time out, got a little rocked up in Somerset with the long ball. But he struck out the side in his debut back in Reading as he takes a ball inside to Andre Lipsius. This breaks down and away 2-0. Comes set at the chest, now down to the waist. The righty sends this home to Lipsius, deep to center field. Ortiz back at the warning track. He can make the catch for out number 2. And here's Parker Meadows. Meadows has been on twice today, back-to-back walks issued. Fightin's trying to keep Erie quiet after they took the first 3 games of this series. Here's a first pitch strike. Lefty batter takes the ball outside. Meadows tied up on the inside. 1-2. Betancourt trying to get out of this clean 1-2-3 here on the bottom of the fifth. The Arphils lead by 2. Takes a deep breath. Here's the 1-2. Fly ball into shallow left, racing in. Museotti, a sliding catch. Picks up a huge out and left to end the frame. And Erie goes down in order. 1-2-3, all balls to the outfield. And the Fightin' Phils keep their 3-1 lead. Looking to tack on a couple insurance runs here in the top of the sixth. Fans, stick around. This is getting fun.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Arphils game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Trevor Betancourt comes in and sits down the side in order to get out of the 5th inning. And here we go into the top of the 6th. Wendell Rijo starting things off. Aldrim Corridor and Vito Freesia due up as well. Wendell was batting actually in the 5th, but a caught stealing end of the inning, so we'll get a fresh count here and take a first pitch strike. A hefty swinging strike down 0-2 on the 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Nick Kuja still out on the mound. Allowed 2 free passes in the 5th, but somehow got away with it. Wendell chases. He says he went around, and now he is in an argument with Ray Valero. I don't know if he went around on that, but that's the call, and that will do it for out number 1. Just the second strikeout of the game for the Fightin' Phils today. Here is Aldrim Corridor. Aldrim takes a strike on the outside corner. RBI single back in the 2nd, 1 for 2. Chases a fastball, 0-2. This is popped up. Left center field. It's Myers who puts a glove on it. And there's 2. Here's Vito Freesia. He is one of the Fightin' Phil's 6 hits today. He skies this down the right field line, foul. Bounces in the Bud Light Party Deck picnic area over there. Nobody in that picnic area today. On the first base side of the rubber, Kuja. Here's his 25th pitch. It's below the knees, 1-1. Tomorrow, another 6:35 game here in Erie. See Colton Eastman versus Austin Bergner as Freesia takes another ball, 2-1. Meadows sends this foul into the tarp that's down the third base line just beyond Erie's dugout. Erie sits on the third base side. It's closer to the clubhouse. I think that's why. Reading sits on the first base side. Freesia, another foul ball. With the way all these minor league parks are built differently, you kind of just have to do what's best for the home team, you know, whether you sit on the first or third base side. Two outs quickly, top 6. Here's the 2-2 to Vito. Taken out to right center field. Meadows racing in, and diving is Rosa. And he makes the catch on the run to end the inning. Back-to-back innings where a nice defensive play caps off the frame. The Fightin' Phils lead 3-1, and they'll take that into the bottom of the 6th with them. And I think we'll see Trevor Betancourt out for another frame in just one moment.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro and Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro and Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro and Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries. But only Lidl has really low prices. Like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Dane Myers.
Back-to-back hits by the Erie SeaWolves. Quincy Nepali a single, and Dane Myers one as well. And so that puts 2 on and nobody out here for the Erie SeaWolves for Dylan Dingler. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts today. Betancourt looks back. Now he comes home outside, ball 1. Both of them went up the middle with these balls. Kind of a no man's land. Betancourt looks back at second. Now will come home. This is fouled back 1-1. Trevor sat down the side in order in the 5th. 1, 2, 3 on 10 pitches. There is somebody throwing now in the bullpen for the Fightins here. We're in the bottom of the 6th, up by 2, but Erie's got that tying run on first, and the go-ahead run at the plate in Dylan Dingler. 1-1 misses below the knees, 2-1. Don't want to see this lead escape for the Fightin' Phils that they fought so hard to get over the top team in the Eastern League. This hits the inside corner, 2-2. Ground ball deep in the hole at short. It trickles to the outfield. Racing home is Nepali. The ball gets away from Ohapi. The runners continue to advance. Betancourt backing up as well. And to second goes Dylan Dingler. Myers to third. It's now just a 1-run game for the Fightin' Phils. I would imagine that they give him just a single and that advance is on the play. Obviously, we'll get credit for the RBI there. And now pitching coach Matt Hockenberry to come out. I think this is a situation where you come out to at least slow down the game, right? Like, things are moving so fast here, and with the pitch clock, you have to keep going. And so, Betancourt was basically just racing around the field there, went back to cover behind the plate. A lot of adrenaline right now. You need a minute to slow down this game. You've got a plan. One run has crossed. You still have the lead. And you can still get out of this, but you've got to get the first out on the board. Hockenberry heads back into the dugout. Infield goes back out. And here is Dylan Rosa with 2 on and nobody out. 3 consecutive singles from the Erie SeaWolves. They give Museotti a throwing error that allowed Dingler to advance to second. Checks his swing and he goes around for strike 1. Rosa 0 for 2. 7 through 9 coming up in the order, so Betancourt in a good spot here. Betancourt deals. Inside ball. Time is called by the batter, Rosa. Steps out. Now he's back in. Myers on third, Dingler on second as he takes a swinging strike on an off-speed pitch, 1 and 2. Graffinino taking a couple steps back with 2 strikes. He and Corridor playing in on the corners, middle infielders back deep. Here's the 1-2, a swing and a miss, and Betancourt comes up with a big out, number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Gage Workman, and now Sean Williams, I think, is going to go to the bullpen here. He's going to point down there. We'll take a minute to allow the reliever to warm up. Betancourt leaves with 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. The Fightin' Phils lead 3-2. Manager Sean Williams will call upon Francisco Morales here in a jam. Mo has been very solid in Erie. inning of work earlier in the series. One pitch away from an immaculate inning. He struck out the side. He inherits 2 base runners and 1 out and a 1-run lead. This is sent foul. Strike number 1 here. Gage Workman and Louise Carpio due up. They're combined 0 for 3. This is a big moment for the Fightin' Phils here. Had a no-hitter coming into this inning. Obviously, the runs are more important as this bounces over the plate. 1-1. Trevor's line not closed, leaving Myers on third and Dingler on second. Francisco deals. This is pulled foul. 1-2. 95 Mo hitting there. Started off with a single by Naporti. Dane Myers had one as well. Dylan Dingler batted in the first run here in this frame. In the dirt, good block by Logan, and the count evens at 2. An error from Simone Museotti did allow Dingler to advance to second. So there's 2 on and 1 out here. Morales has been using that high-velocity fastball and the slider. See what he goes with here on the 2-2. Misses outside. Full count. In danger of loading the bases here, although that would put a force on any base. Although only 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, trying to keep that 1-run lead desperately. Morales pumps his left leg. Now he comes set, glove at the waist. 1 out on the board, 2 on. Here's the payoff pitch. A called strike 3. Mo hits the outside corner perfectly. And there's out number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Booing the umpires with a guy that strikes out 130 times this season so far. And here's Louise Carpio with 2 on and 2 away. Carpio 0 for 2, both balls in the air today. He'll have Myers on third, Dingler on second. Mo comes inside, ball 1. Both starters in this game knocked out earlier than expected. McGarry went 4, no hits, and 7 strikeouts, but he did walk 4 batters. And Marcus Solbach left early with an injury. Down and away, 2-0. So both teams using bullpen arms early in this game. Morales not focused on the runners here as he hits the outside corner on the 94-mile-an-hour fastball, 2-1. This could be critical. Critical moment for the Fightin' Phils. A run is already scored in this inning. The Fightin' Phils lead 3-2, 6 hits to 3 hits. As Morales misses inside, 3-1. Both teams have made an error in the field today. Here's a 3-1 from Morales. Ball 4, and it gets away from Logan. That was a slider way down and away in the dirt. Dane Myers comes across the plate, and that ties it up. Man, a wild pitch. That's a bummer. But it's still a tie ball game. We're still in this game. And looking to get out of this inning with runners on the corners here and 2 away. They'll go to the top of their order with Andrew Navigato. Leadoff batter has been issued 2 free passes today, a hit by pitch and a walk, although none of them have come from Morales yet. Inside, ball one. Carpio out on first, taking a good lead. I think even if he goes to second with a runner on third, I don't know if we'll see a throw down from Hop. Probably not. Sent out to center field. Rojas is there to make the play, and that will do it, but we are knotted up at 3. To the 7th we go here at UPMC Park. Looking for some offense out of the Fightin' Phils here in just one moment.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at First Energy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dogs gear. Plus, throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Tie ball game, 3 apiece. Erie SeaWolves tacked on 2 in the bottom of the second, tying it up on a wild pitch. But on to the 7th we go. And we'll see a new pitcher here for the SeaWolves as Elvis Alvarado comes out. Alvarado added to the roster yesterday, being promoted from High A West Michigan. Cover for a couple of injuries on the SeaWolves roster. Graffinino, Guzman, and Rojas due up here. Everybody that comes up is going to represent that tying run. AJ's been on twice today, an RBI single and reaching on an error. Righty on lefty matchup here. Nino takes a ball outside. A 1.95 ERA in High A for Alvarado. 29 innings there. 8 innings out in the Florida Complex League, or the Florida State League, excuse me, to start off the season. All out of the bullpen. 2 balls and no strikes to the lefty. This one hits the outside corner where he's looking for. 96 on the radar gun. Makes it 2-1. Alvarado, out of the Dominican Republic, just 23 years old. This is a blooper back to the pitcher. Makes a play over at first. Graffinino can't run it out. And there's one. Alvarado originally signed by the Nationals in 2015 and then came over to the Tigers. Well, it came over first to the Mariners on a trade, along with 2 other pitchers for Hunter Strickland and a lefty. And then ended up being claimed off waivers by the Tigers in the offseason. Jonathan Guzman back-to-back strikes, down 0-2. Fightin' Phils were up 3-1 at one point. Now we're tied at 3 apiece. Out hitting the SeaWolves 6-3 today, but getting a lot of free passes from the pitching staff. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Working his way back. Two, a ball down and away. And he's worked his way back from an 0-2 count. Now it is full. Trying to get a runner on here with 1 out in the top of the 7th in a tie ball game. Guzman, slow roller up the middle. Carpio gets a glove on it over to first. There's 2. Philadelphia has the bases loaded, and Nick Castellanos up at the plate there, down by 1 to the Pirates in the top of the 6th. So we'll see if they can make something out of that. Lehigh Valley trails Durham 5-1. After a rain delay, they are pouring it on out in Durham. Haha, pouring. Jersey Shore leads Wilmington 3-0, trying to take both games of the doubleheader today. Baron Radcliffe, his 7th home run of the season, and Mick Abel, a strong start. 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 10 strikeouts on 85 pitches. Rojas down 0-2 in the count here. He's 0 for 3 with all 3 groundouts today, as he comes settled in the righty batter's box. 2 quick outs for the Fightins' top 7. Tie ball game at 3 runs apiece. Smacks this down the right field line. It has the distance, but it is foul. Popped up in the infield. The first baseman, Naporti, ranging into foul territory. He makes the catch, and that will do it. The Fightin' Phils go down in order in the top of the 7th inning. Stretch time here at UPMC Park, tied at 3.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Bottom 7 here in Erie. Fightin Phil's 3 runs on 6 hits. Erie 3 runs on 3 hits. And Francisco Morales will get a fresh inning here. In the bottom of the 7th, he'll see Andre Lipsius, Parker Meadows, and Quincy Nepali. Mo came in to get the final 2 outs in the 6th, which he did, but a wild pitch allowed the tying run to score. Oh, 1 outside. But it hits the corner 0-2. Lipsius walked in the first, but is 0 for 2 since then. Checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. Sun setting here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Friday night lights. Western PA. Here's a 1-2 up high. Good pop by Logan Ohapi. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Logan's got that new catcher's gear on out there. It's all gray and then a shiny silver helmet. Jack Conley referred to him as Iron Man, which I think is hilarious. And probably going to do the same from now on. Mo on the first base side of the rubber. Here's the 2-2 below the knees, a full count. Valero and somebody in the Fightin's dugout having a couple words there. Can't believe that didn't hit on the corner. Mo had him down 0-2. Now the count is full here, looking for out number 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Comes set, glove at the waist, payoff pitch. A swinging strike 3. Ohapi has to throw it down to first on a drop third strike. Valero saying it's foul. No, he's saying it's fair, but Ohapi didn't have to make the throw. I've never seen more aggressive arm movements there. Either way, down on strikes is Andre Lipsius. And there's one away. Here's Parker Meadows, 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. Step in on the left side here against Mo. Anybody see how much that Mega Millions is? $1.1 billion. Everyone's out there getting their last-minute tickets. You gotta. First pitch strike, then a ball. Phillies were not able to pick up a run off of Nick Castellanos there, and then a Cabrian Hayes homer makes it 2-0 Pittsburgh in the bottom of the 6th. Bailey Falter still out there as this pitch comes in outside, 2-1. Ground ball right side. Rijo gets it in his glove. On to first, there's 2. Mo staying locked in here, trying to sit down Erie in order here. We're tied at 3. And here is Quincy Nepali. 1 for 2 today. Had that sacrifice fly that scored the first run in the first inning. Also, a single that started off the run scoring in the 6th for the SeaWolves. Scored a run in that frame too. Sharply struck into shallow center. Guzzi able to get back in time and make the catch behind second in the outfield grass. A 1-2-3 frame will do it for the Erie SeaWolves as they go down in order onto the 8th. We are still tied at 3. Top of the 8th, still tied at 3. Reading 6 hits, Erie 3. And the Fightin' Phils will try to break that tie with the top of the order, Simone Museotti, Logan O'Hoppe, and Jalen Ortiz. Elvis Alvarado stays in after setting down the side in order in the 7th. Muzi crushes out to left. Myers backtrack wall, and he makes the catch, bouncing into the pads. A long fly ball is out, number 1. Here's Logan O'Hoppe. Everybody that comes up could be the go-ahead run here for the Fightin' Phils. This is sharply into the glove of the third baseman, Lipsius. But it pops out and he can't make a throw. And safe at first is Logan O'Hoppe. Waiting to see how they score that. And they give Erie an error. But either way, the go-ahead run out on first here. And Jalen Ortiz, the hottest hitter on this team, due up. Been on base all 3 times, a double, a single, and a hit by pitch. A run scored, a stolen base, and an RBI. Padding the stats up there. He was caught stealing once. Makes the first pitch strike. 96 out of Alvarado here. And his Double-A debut looking very solid. But maybe came out of the gate pretty hot. We'll see if the Fightin' Phils can tag him up here in the top of the 8th inning. Pitch in the dirt, sliding over his Dingler, keeps it in front of him. In the on-deck circle, Wendell Rijo. Now's the time for the Fightin' Phils to do it. One. Fastball gets by Jalen, 1-2. Swings the bat, put it on his right shoulder. Fouls it back into his foot. winces in pain a little bit, trying to walk it off. Logan O'Hoppe reaching on an error by the third baseman. And there's one on and one out here for the Fightins. Ball and 2 strikes. Ortiz up the middle line, right into the glove of Carpio. Man, that had some exit velo on it for sure. But Louise was there to make the catch for out number 2. And here's Wendell Rio. Rio 0 for 3 today, certainly due for a hit here. Fightin' Phils made a roster move today, about 30 minutes before the game. They put Braden Zarbniski on the 7-day injured list. I don't have any report on that, but they added Taylor Lehman to our roster off the 60-day injured list. Spent some time rehabbing up in the lower levels, and now he's back on our roster as an active member. As Wendell takes another pitch inside, 2-0. Saw Lehman last year, starter, but I think he'll really come out of the bullpen this season, although I guess we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, they've got to build that arm strength back up on the 60-day IL, so first time for the season. 2-0 outside, 3-0. Rio trying to get something moving here with a runner on and 2 out. Aldrum Corridor on deck. Don't think he'll swing on the 3-0, and he doesn't. And it's ball 4. Rio walks down to first. That pushes Logan O'Hoppe into scoring position. And here is Aldrum Corridor with a chance to bring in the go-ahead run. Meeting at the mound, nobody from the dugout is coming out, just the entire infield in here to talk to their youngster, Alvarado. 23 years old, but making his Erie AA debut. He's been elsewhere after being claimed off of waivers and playing in 3 other systems. Fightin' Phils, 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. Erie, 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors. Here's Aldrum Corridor. 1 for 3 today, an RBI single back in the second. Scored the first run of the game. Could he score the last? Two on, 2 out for the Fightins' top 8 tied. Corridor sends this sharply foul into the group area down the left field line. Foul. Long first strike. Tied up on the inside foul. I think that went off the helmet of the catcher, but he seems okay. And it's 0-2 to Aldrum here. Fightin' Phils have O'Hoppe on second. Wendell Rio on first. There's a pitch inside. 1-2. Lipsy is playing in on that grass out at third, the right side of the infield back deep to this lefty batter. Two on, 2 out. Here's a 1-2, bounces over the plate. Dingler keeps it in front of him enough that the runners have to stay, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Manager Sean Williams in the third base coach's box, ready to wave Logan O'Hoppe home. Alvarado gets the sign from his catcher. Now he comes set, glove of the chest. 2 on, 2 out in a tied ball game. Here's the pitch. Corridor fouls it back into the net. And another one will be coming. We'll go again with 2 on and 2 out. Here's the 2-2. Corridor strikes out swinging. Alvarado comes up big with a breaking ball down and away to end the frame. And the Fightin' Phils strand 2 on the base pass. 3-3 to the bottom of the 8th we go here in Erie, Pennsylvania.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Reading will turn to Billy Sullivan here to get us through the 8th inning. We are tied at 3 apiece. And Billy trying to keep it that way as he'll see Dane Myers, Dylan Dingler, and Dylan Rosa. First pitch is fouled back for strike number 1. Billy threw on Tuesday's game, 1 inning of work, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout on 19 pitches. As he gets strike number 2 to Dane Myers. I know his grandparents were in town here for a little bit. Don't know if they're still out here. Trying to keep this a tied ball game so we can get on to the offensive half of the 9th. This is just outside. 1 and 2. Morales finishes with an inning and 2/3 of work. No hits, no runs. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. A wild pitch did score an inherited runner for him. This is sent way out of the ballpark. Dane Myers, the solo shot on the Erie Insurance Arena, minor league hockey building that's got to be 50 feet tall. That hit off the roof. And that'll break this tie. As Reading trails 4-3 here. Myers' second home run of the series, 15th of the season. And now Billy will go after Dylan Dingler. Erie 4, Reading 3. The Fightin' Phils out hitting the SeaWolves 6-4. Erie making more errors in the field, though, 2-1. Billy goes off speed. He has Dingler down 0-2. Can't imagine the distance on that ball. That got out of here in a hurry. Here's the 0-2. And this is sent sharply down the left field line. It's a fair ball in the corner being played by Museotti. He fires it in. It's a double for Dylan Dingler here. Gets himself into scoring position with nobody out. Sullivan will take a first pitch strike to the lefty pinch hitter. It's Daniel Cabrera coming in for Dylan Rosa. Cabrera getting the night off, usually the leadoff hitter. Takes the ball outside, 1-1. Cabrera had the walk-off hit earlier this series. Single that scored a winning run in the 10th, Tuesday's game. They already have the go-ahead run now on the Myers homer. They lead 4-3. Dingler out on second with the double. Cabrera takes a pitch inside, 2-1. Cabrera takes a swinging strike, 2-2. Billy lowering his ERA under 3, a 2.94 for the reliever. It's been scoreless in 22 out of 32 appearances until today. This is a slow roller right side. Running to the bag is Aldrim Corda. He'll make the play unassisted. Dingler does get to third. But there's out number 1 on the board. Here's Gage Workman with a runner 90 feet from home. Billy hadn't allowed a home run since April 22nd. Is that right in my game notes? Sometimes I miss something. So now I'll go check that line, see if I got that stat correct. That is correct. He has not allowed a home run since April. Well, it's an impressive streak. Infield's going to come in here. The 2-0 by Billy to Workman is a swinging strike. Going to try to get the run at the runner out at the plate if he chooses to go. Workman hit by a pitch in the 4th, otherwise 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. 2-1, misses below the knees. 3-1. And there's a strike. The count's full. Runner on third, 1 out. Infield in. Here's the payoff pitch. Sent foul. We'll go again. Payoff pitch, a swing and a miss. Down on an off-speed pitch is Gabe Workman, and there is 2 for Billy Sullivan. Runner on third and Dylan Dingler. Here is Louise Carpio. Erie's already picked up that go-ahead run on the Dane Myers homer. Don't want to give them any more wiggle room with just 3 outs to go for the Fightins. Sullivan hits, strike 1. When Reading comes up in the top of the 9th, Freesia, Graffinino, and Guzman will be due up. This is above the letters, a ball and a strike. Reading battling hard here. In the dirt, 2-1. Runner stays put. Huge cut by Carpio on the 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and Sullivan has him 2-2. Ball in his right hand. Now he comes set, bringing his glove to his chest. Runner on third, 2 outs. Here's the 2-2 up high. Good pop by Ohapi to snag it out of the sky, and the count is full. The payoff pitch gets him on the swinging strike. Sullivan comes up big with back-to-back strikeouts to end the frame. The solo shot by Dane Myers does break this tie. It's Erie 4, Reading 3. The Fightin' Phils will have 3 outs to come up with at least 1 run in the top of the 9th here at UPMC Park.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
A solo shot by Dane Myers breaks the tie in the bottom of the 8th. Erie leads 4-3. The Fightin' Phils still out hitting them 6-5. And Reading will have 3 outs in the top of the 9th to try to come up with that 1 run. Vito Fresia leads us off. He'll take a called strike. AJ Graffinino and Jonathan Guzman also due up. A pitching change for the Erie SeaWolves as Bubba Derby enters. Daniel Cabrera, who pinch hit in the bottom half, will enter in right. Fresia fouls this back for strike 2. We saw Derby get a 1-out save in Wednesday's game. Ended up being a pop foul out by Simone Museotti. Here's the 0-2 to Vito outside. Everybody that comes up for the Fightins will represent the tying run here, down by just 1 in the top of the 9th inning. They had a good game today. They just couldn't hold on to the lead. Fresia down on strikes. There's one away. Here's AJ Graffinino. That was just the 4th strikeout by a Fightin' Phil batter tonight. Two balls, no strikes to the lefty. Third baseman Lipsy is in, everybody else back deep. This hits the outside corner. Nino's reached twice today, an RBI single in the 2nd on an error in the 4th, so technically 1 for 3. Checks his swing. Doesn't matter, it's a called strike. Two outs left here for the Fightin' Phils. In the top of the 9th, they're down by 1. Here's the 2-2, and Nino strikes out swinging. Down to their final out here. And Jonathan Guzman will head up to bat. Guzzi 0 for 3 today. All balls on the ground. Just trying to keep the line moving and bring us back to the top of the order. Takes a swinging strike down to his knee. Guzzi lines this into left center. That'll do it. Gets himself on here to keep the line moving. In the top of the 9th inning, the Fightin' Phils have the tying run on first. With 2 outs, here is Johan Rojas. Never a dull moment for these Fightin' Phils. Always keep it interesting for us. Rojas 0 for 4 today. Keeps the bat on his shoulder as he takes inside, looking for his first hit since he joined us back off the temporarily inactive list. Is out on a paternity leave. Got to get that first hit for your son, you know. Here's the 1-0. Kind of corkscrews on a pitch and comes up with nothing, 1-1. Derby a 3.21 ERA. Less than 1 walk and hit per innings pitched on his stat line. Rojas comes around on the check swing. 1-2. The Fightin' Phils down to their final strike here. Tying run on first for the Arphils. They're down 4-3 in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the 1-2 inside. Good take. They're not cheering at the game. They're cheering at this man throwing hot dogs in the stands. 2 outs for the Fightin' Phils. Here's the 2-2. Called strike 3. That'll do it for the Fightin' Phils as Bubba Derby strikes out the side. Jonathan Guzman, a hit in the top of the 9th, gets himself out on first. There's the tying run, but the Fightin' Phils can't come up with it here in the 9th, and they drop 7 straight, and that is now the longest losing streak of the season here for the Fightin' Phils. But always another game. Game number 95 of the season coming up tomorrow. 6:05 to start. Colton Eastman, Austin Bergner out on the rubber. Fans, thanks so much for tuning in. Your final score, Erie